Since I sold out the show, gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you. All of these, my body, I got paid somebody keep checking my pose. Walking in the club with no warning, take care of the money, they swing on the. Water on me like the sunny, I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mo. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
Crazy different city with some different. I can switch my the same way that I change my clothes. Man, it's crazy. I'm in envelope. And you know I'm never lacking. Gotta do it, that's up in traffic. Water on my paddock. In automatic. I drink water when I'm fasting. Use a hands, give me and I can't have it. Boy, I'm far from average. Better wait your turn, better get it low.
Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
That's fine. Yeah. Where y'all going? Go to 50.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a play fake. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
26.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st down, Rodgers. Is so caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive.
Let's go, come on.
Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Clark to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Now the Packers get set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he hits his man, Matthews. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the penalty certainly helps him out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play is able to get on the run, and was still accurate throwing the football.
Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
This is Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is T.J. Logan to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. What's up, get the rest. Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that chicken to go.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down, Clark. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Kenny Clark coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Clark now throwing on 3rd and long. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clark. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Now it's Breida. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! 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 Hot! Hot!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Breida. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Clark operating from the gun, and he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things, but once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go. 58.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, come on. Jumbo!
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Rodgers now on first down. And he hits the former Saint, Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now it's Rodgers. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
58!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And it's a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Clark. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now Clark looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Gone. Now let's go. 3-19.
Now Clark to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Gone. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun, Clark. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
We got 3.
Rodgers to throw once more. Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And Adams has it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give. This is Murray. And he's got this one down to the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. With it on the return is Logan. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Clark now from the gun on 3rd down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down, Clark steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shane Ray in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. On first down, Rodgers. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. It'll be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Clark throwing again. Miller on the catch over the middle. Say goodbye to Braxton Miller. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 57 yards.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Clark. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
On play action, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that one results in 35 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
319.
Back now at Lambeau. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
158.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Looking to throw. Clark wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Clark to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They run with Murray. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
319.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Clark looking to throw on 2nd down. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Clark finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Murray. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Latavius Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Clark to throw. Throwing on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it a second down. Clark now operating from the gun. Over the middle. That's caught by Miller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here. And a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Detroit!
Clark on first and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again, Clark, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first